中华民族在几千年历史中创造和延续的中华优秀传统文化，是中华民族的根和魂。
At 6 in the morning, Fuzhou wakes up to the aroma of breakfast wafting through the city's old streets and alleys, just as it has for hundreds of years. The heart of Fuzhou's old town is Sanfang, 3 lanes and 7 alleys. The block covers around 40 hectares. The central axis, Nanhou Street, is connected to 7 alleys stretching east and 3 lanes extending west. Sanfang Qixiang has over 200 buildings from bygone ages, built during different dynasties. Many distinguished individuals who once called this place home have played significant roles in China's modern history. In the 1980s, as rapid development swept across Fuzhou, Sanfang Qixiang found itself smack bang in the middle of the city's commercial centre. As the developers moved closer, the former residence of a renowned revolutionary hero, Lin Zexu, was earmarked to be razed to the ground.
在这个地方开发的冲动跟利益的驱动是非常强烈的，所以在这个地方要保护其实是非常难的。
城市要发展，不可避免的呢，就会遇到这个我们和文物保护文化部门之间呢，就会产生一些矛盾。当时市里呢，把这个土地交给了一个有关公司，要建商品房，墙上呢也已经写了一个大大的拆字。
In 1991, not long after Xi Jinping took office as party chief of Fuzhou, he heard about the plans for the former residence. He quickly set to work, ordering the clarification of the building's status and requesting that the demolition order be suspended. Soon enough, a cultural protection meeting was held in this very building. During the meeting, Xi asserted we must protect, repair and make good use of the city's cultural relics. Not only should we prevent them from being damaged, but also help them flourish and pass them on to future generations.
大家经过会议讨论，就确定了第一个就还是要把林觉民冰心故居保护下来。
The former residence of Lin Zexu started its renovation after 2 months. And the same year it was reopened as the Memorial Museum of 1911 Revolution.
从拆到修，现在回头去看，觉得是一个非常难得的保护理念的体现。实际上就体现了对于中国传统文化和我们的魂和根基的一种保护意识。这些意识是在时间长河中间是非常重要的，这就叫远见。
Starting from the former residence of Lin Zexu, Sanfang Qixiang has been fully renovated. The place was able to retain its original layout from the Jin dynasty, keeping alive a great part of the history of the city of Fuzhou. From protecting an alley to cherishing a city to governing a country, how do we protect the root and soul of the nation's culture? This question has been in General Secretary Xi Jinping's mind. Where we are from and where we are heading. Xi himself once said, "In today's China, I always remind myself to have a sense of history." Liangzhu in Hangzhou means beautiful land among water. The land surrounded by mountains and water buries the clue to the ancient Chinese culture. In 1936, the Liangzhu ruins were discovered, unfurling a series of archaeological discoveries that would amaze the world. But just like Fuzhou, Liangzhu development and preservation were sometimes at odds.
保护区这个周边有大量的石矿啊，反正以石头经济为主，无论是对资源、对能源、对环境，都是很被动的。
晴天一层灰，晚上还要放炮，砰，好像这个到处在炸那个炮弹打过来一样的。
In July 2003, Xi, then party chief of Zhejiang province, came to Liangzhu ruins during his inspection tour. Xi said, the Liangzhu archaeological ruins bear testimony to the existence of at least 5,000 years of Chinese civilization. It is an invaluable treasure that cannot be replaced and must be well protected.
当时这个习书记到良渚博物馆以后，他就是严肃认真地指出来，要加大里头这个整治。
我们印象最深的，他就说我会继续关注良渚遗址。
那么从此以后，就是良渚遗址这个大环境的保护，就是走上了正道。
Liangzhu regained its tranquility with its mountains turning green again. Thanks to the stable working environment, new breakthroughs were made in archaeological aspects. In 2007, the ancient city, large in scale with an intact layout, was recovered. An ancient country, active around 5,000 years ago, unveiled its mask.
我们经常说中华5000年，那么你拿出一个什么样的世界遗产，那么才能够得到一个国际学术界的一个认可。
In 2016, 4 archaeologists wrote a letter to Xi hoping to gain his support for the application to have the Liangzhu ruins inscribed on the World Heritage List. Xi issued special instructions, stressing to reinforce the effective protection of ancient ruins, systemically carry out archaeological excavation with a focused goal, and deepen the understanding of the long history and the precious value of Chinese civilization. On July 6, 2019, in Baku, the 43rd World Heritage Committee reviewed Liangzhu Ancient Cities application.
A city gives us insight into the origins of Chinese civilizations.
The site offers to this committee a remarkable example of outstanding universal value.
It represents the remarkable contributions made by the Yangtze River Basin to
The examination only lasted 30 minutes before experts and scholars from around the world made their decisions.
Therefore, I declare the draft decision 43-8b.15 adopted.
The fact that Liangzhu City was inscribed into the World Heritage List is proof of the 5,000-year history of China and attracted more attention from the international society.
2019年，在习总书记的亲自关怀下，良渚申遗成功。这个申遗对我们来讲呢是非常重要。中华文明从多元到一体，是我们这个文化呢真的是一脉相承。
The farther backward you can look, the farther forward you will see. In 2013, Xi visited Qufu, the birthplace of Confucius. The city, with an ancient architectural complex, is intrinsically linked to some of China's most prolific early philosophers.
那么总书记到了孔子研究院以后啊，走进我们的展览大厅，看我们孔子研究院的研究成果，非常有兴致地看了一本又一本。
On that day, Xi discussed with experts and scholars. After the research briefing, he said the prosperity of culture always backs the prosperity of a country and a nation. The rejuvenation of the Chinese nation should be based on the development and prosperity of Chinese culture. The oasis, located on the east foot of Mingsha and Sandun, once brought sentimental attachments to travellers along the Silk Road. Morgao Grottoes, on the side of a cliff extending 1,700 metres, is a world-renowned treasure trove of culture and art. 38 years ago, Zhao Shenglian graduated from university and volunteered to come to Dunhuang, settling in this barren desert.
那个年代呢，不像现在数字化的这些资料了。那个时候我就打这个小手电，我一个人在那个人字梯上面这么来来回回看，有时候还会晃荡，很吓人的。
Dunhuang has always been in the mind of General Secretary Xi Jinping. In 2019, Xi went on an inspection tour to Gansu province, and he chose Mogao Grottos as his first stop.
总共看了6个洞窟，他跟我讲啊，到敦煌来呢，实际上是找一点灵感。我想，我们现在讲这个文化自信，我们中国传统文化到底它的精神在哪里？
On that afternoon, Xi held a symposium at Dunhuang Academy.
这次我要走河西走廊，看看这边，特别是看看敦煌。敦煌文化呢，展示了中华文明的这种文化自信。研究弘扬敦煌文化，要揭示蕴含其中的中华民族的文化精神、文化胸怀、文化自信。
Xi's exhortations provided a new purpose to the protection, research and promotion of the Dunhuang culture. Today, Digital Dunhuang can display authentic digital replicas anywhere in the world. The beauty of Mogao Grottos endures.
我1984年到敦煌工作，不久呢，我们就在兰州市那个博物馆，做了一个敦煌壁画的展览，可以说门可罗雀。可是现在呢，不管在哪个城市办敦煌艺术展览，基本上都是人山人海。
Standing for over 600 years, the Jiayu Pass is the first frontier fortress at the west end of the Ming Dynasty Great Wall. In 2019, Xi stepped onto the pass.
总书记考察结束之后说道：“我们一定要重视历史文化保护传承，保护好中华民族精神生生不息的根脉。”
In 2021, General Secretary Xi Jinping came to Fujian's Wu Yishan National Park, a park dedicated to Zhu Xi, a Song Dynasty Neo-Confucian master. He talked about cultural confidence, saying that without the 5,000-year-old Chinese civilization, there would be no Chinese characteristics, and were it not for Chinese characteristics, there would be no success of socialism with Chinese characteristics. Since the 18th National Congress of the Communist Party of China, Xi has visited heritage sites time and time again. In Xi's eyes, traditional Chinese culture, which has grown out of China's 5,000 years of history, are great treasures and the foundation of rejuvenation of this ancient nation. He has borrowed past wisdom to promote the creative conversion and development of Chinese culture and integrated it into every aspect of governing the country. The ancient city of Jiaozhou keeps the soul of Lingnan culture. Hutongs in Beijing engrave the memory of the ancient capital. The ancient city of Zhending recreates the majestic look of a northern town. Barkor Street witnesses a historical transformation of Tibet.
让收藏在博物馆里的文物，陈列在广阔大地上的遗产，书写在古迹里的文字都活起来。
With a broad mind and resolute footsteps, General Secretary Xi Jinping is leading the people on the great road of rejuvenation. In Xi's opinion, culture is the soul of a country and a nation.